Hello guys, hope you're well. Today we're back with another UI design recreation. So I do this stuff just to practice, and I really like this League of Legends Wild Rift UI, and I thought I'm gonna give it a go and try to recreate it in Photoshop. And this is what you can see now. So I hope you like this content, and if you do, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment if you have any idea what kind of other UI project you like to see in the future. Okay, so I'm gonna set a timer for myself. So I like to do this in a maximum of, like, let's say 30 minutes. Okay, let's go with that. All right, so I got my background, and this is the work artboard. I also got the reference artboard. So let's start with the design. Okay, so first of all, let's see this area here. So what I'm trying to do, I'm just going to basically just recreate the same thing. So how would I do that? Let's start with the arrow. So we'll just select this rectangle tool, and I'm gonna work on the reference artboard for now, but I'm gonna go and transfer everything to the work later on. So I'm just going to drag this out, hold down shift, let's go with 60, turn it, there we go. And from here I'm just going to basically duplicate it, just hold down the alt key and just drag it to the side. Let's see, like 20 pixel, that should be fine. And all I need to do now is just select both of them, press P, and then right click, subtract from shape. There we go. So now we got that shape. As you can see, the top is not the same, so I select the rectangle tool again. Yeah, and then hold down the alt key, so this will be removed from the original shape here. So let's just cut the top off. There we go, it's done. So after that, you can basically hold down on alt and command key, and you see you need to basically hover over the edge. But if you do that, both alt and command, you can basically duplicate this cutout. So when I drag it down now, I can just cut this section out as well. All right, so we hit enter, and then we got this fairly similar shape. Obviously, if I would put next to it, yeah, it's way bigger, it's way larger. But the good thing is that when you press P, let's just select this here, you can move these down. So all you have to do is just select the selection tool and then just move it down. All right, select the other one, move it up, and there we go. Now we got the same size. All right, so oops, what's happening? Okay, I just changed the artboard, no worries. All right, so the next thing we can do is just to do this square shape there, or diamond shape there, and I think I'm done with this shape, so I can finalize it. You can go up here and then merge shape components, and it will just give you removes all the cutouts, so you cannot really manipulate it anymore. The cutouts, just the base shape now, so it's one shape at the moment. But that should be fine, that's good. Okay, let's drag out another let's say 18 pixel, yeah, let's see that. Turn it, and there we go. Select again this shape here, I'll just move it in the middle, and then let's say just align this section here. You see it like that. Okay, good. All right, once this is done, I'm just going to move this arrow. There we go, and let's start to apply some layer effects. So gradient overlay, and actually I'm just gonna go and reset and then start changing the colors. Okay, so I'm gonna color pick it just to save some time. I think that's the best way to do it for now. There we go, a bit darker, perfect. Once that's done, let's reverse it because it's the other way around, and all we need to add now is just a tiny little stroke which is going inside 1 pixel, should be fine. And it's, yeah, let's see, something like that. Yeah, let's see what happens if we do white and then put it on overlay and then just reduce opacity like that. Yeah, that should be fine. And then maybe we can go 2 pixels is too much, or is it? Okay, let's go with 2 pixels for now. All right, so now that we have that, it's a little bit chunkier, I can see now. So we can just basically press P, select some parts of it and just move it in tiny bit like that. Select this as well. I always like to use the anchor point in the corner and then just hold down the shift key. And actually just 16 should be fine. 18, oh, that's not enough. 20, okay, let's see 20 like that. All right, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna move it back to the top like that. Perfect. So let's move on. Okay, so here's this text here, and what I like to do is just select this area, go to type and match font. So that will the Photoshop will try to find matching fonts to that. Okay, so let's see, we can use, let's see, okay, I like to use this one, Alvarado, because it has got like different kind of weight. So I'm just going to download this, and there we go, there we go. This one too, this one too. Okay, and also I think this Trajan as well. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it good. Probably not. So, well, it is what it is. Let's just make a note of that. And then Trajan. Okay, cool. So once that's done, we can start typing champions. And Photoshop already selected that very last downloaded font, so this seems fairly close. So let's put it on bold. Okay, let's try the other one as well, which was over. Aha, this is even better, I think. Yeah, let's go with this bold and then just change the size to, I don't know, 36 seems too much. Let's go with 34. Okay, let me just move it into place like that. Oh yeah, that's fairly close. Okay, so let's see about the color. Change it, gradient overlay, and actually I'm gonna save this gradient I have here. So when I have it here, I can just press new and it will just save it for us. Then another one is going to be a lighter one. We go darker to the bottom, tiny bit. Let's help like this. Perfect. There we go. Also, I think there must be like a drop shadow on it. Can't really see on this screen, but yeah, we can see a tiny bit. Let's see, 75. Okay. Let's see 2. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's have a stroke as well, just like we had before. Overlay white, just something around like, I don't know, 35. 50. Let's go to 50. All right. Yes. Let me see this. Okay, let's have it like that. Maybe. Okay, let's go with this. It's not exactly the same, obviously, but it will do for now. Let's save it, and then okay, I'm just gonna do navigation here, top nav. All right, let's move on to the currencies. So let's start with this gem. Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ways to do it. You can just drag out an actual rectangle shape here. No, actually a square will work better, and then just rotate it, press enter, press P just select this and then move these sides in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go, something like this. A bit more. Bit more. Okay, and then we're gonna have another one on the side. So it's just, I'm just gonna eyeball it basically. Something like this, like that, and then the whole design can come in a tiny bit like that. Perfect. I can just duplicate this side and then transform it to the, flip it to the other side and then just move it over. There we go. Yeah, select all of these shapes and then merge them, and then we can just apply some gradient overlay on them like we did before. So this is a bit darker, and going down we'll get a bit lighter. Perfect. Okay, I'm also gonna add a tiny bit of drop shadow like that, and a stroke which is something like this. Yeah, I don't really see if there's any stroke on it, to be honest. I'll use 1 pixel, that should be fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna move it here. Yeah, a bit off, but we can live with that. All right, let's add the amount, which is 18,524. There we go. Yeah, now I can see that the font is not 4, seems to be different than the 2 as well, but that's okay, should work for now. Okay, we're not gonna spend time with that because we only have 18 minutes left, which is way off, so there's no way I'm gonna finish in that time. That was okay. Let's copy this layer style and paste it over here. There's no drop shadow here. All right, let's do this other icon here. Just drag out another square, turn it, press enter, and then P, move in the sides. There we go, and then we got this kind of interesting shape going on here. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm just going to use the ellipse tool and just drag out a circle, and then move another one out, or make a copy like that. Select both of them, press P to access pen tools, and then subtract from shape. There we go, and then from here we can just basically, okay, so once that's done we can just press V to move it. There we go, and what I'm gonna do, and just make it like close to that. This is way too big, so I'm just gonna make it smaller, something like that. Yeah, something like that should be fine. Okay, and then I duplicate it, transform, and let's transform it like 90 degree, 120. All right, and then just move it into place like that. Okay, and then do another copy of it and rotate it as well. Something like this. Yeah, well, the shape was off, so that's why it just came out a bit funny. It's not exactly like that, so that's okay. Yeah, obviously I need to spend more time. I need to catch the right proportion, right? Anyway, we're just going to merge this all together. Oops. So that can happen. Let me just do that again. So that can happen. Some part of it disappeared, and the reason is why that happened is because we didn't finalize the actual design. So as you can see here, if I go back, you see there's actually 2 shapes overlapping each other, and there's a cutout. Basically, it masks out part of the the shape. So we have to finalize it, go into merge shape components, and once that's done, we have to do it, of course, with all of them individually, one by one. There we go. All right, and now we can merge them. So if we merge them now, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, that will do for now. And I'm just going to basically copy layer style, paste layer style. There we go. Oops. Merge all these shapes. There we go. There we go. Colors are a bit off, but as I said, just to save time, just trying to kind of like practice the style, like how would I recreate it. That's what I'm trying to do basically here. So those are lighter, these are darker. Okay, good. Okay, let's do the plus sign. It's just basically the rectangle tool, and then just drag it down, something like that, and then copy it, turn it, and there we go. We can merge it now and apply some gradient overlay, and this is going to be, actually this is exactly the same, I think, that what we had here to the champions arrow. So I'm going to go over, copy layer style, and then just paste layer style. There we go. I can see it here. Yeah, like that. Should be fine. Yeah, that's okay. I'm happy with that. Yeah, it's a bit chunkier. We can always go back and just move in sides like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do the rest of the icons. Okay. Okay, these are going to be like top menus. Oops. Okay, so to do this style here, it's just basically just drag out the shape. Okay, and we can also, I think, paste the style we had on the plus. Okay, something like this. Perfect. And then from here, yeah, we can just start taking parts away, just keeping the rectangle tool, holding down on the Alt key, just to take cut out from this shape here. Let's see, something like that. Okay, a bit over here, and let's say like, well, I'll try to go for like, okay, let's go for 4 pixels. Here we are. So we cut that out, and then basically we can move it down a tiny bit. There we go. And then we can just hold down Alt and Command key, and then basically you can copy this cutout, something like that. Perfect. And then you can copy it again. There we go. But then this needs to be rotated, so you need to go Command T to access the transform tool, and then now you can rotate it. Okay, bring it down. There we go. And then you can just basically hold down on the Shift key to drag it to the side. There we go, Shift key, and then drag it to the other side. There we go, we got the cutout there. Yeah, that's fine. We can just go and finalize this. There we go. Perfect. And then we have got this check mark. Let's just make that. So I'm gonna do it on the side here, something like this. Yeah, something like this. There we go. Okay, well, we'll see about it. Let's just merge them and then rotate them. these shapes, and then, well, not bad. Okay, so now we just place it over the other design, the other shape, and so I'm going to copy the layer style just to save myself a bit of trouble, because when I'm going to select both of these and I merge the shapes, that will go away, that disappears, right? Actually, I should have pressed subtract. There we go. And now I lost my layer style, so I have to go. Lucky that I copied it. Now I can just paste in, and there we go, it's there. So that's pretty good. Stroke is a bit strong. Yeah, let's just do something like that. Oh, so 1 pixel is enough. Yeah, but it does have a drop shadow. Okay, just gonna go and do like this, and 75. Yeah. Now let's do it this way. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm thinking I might as well just use a stroke, but that's okay. Never mind. I'll just keep it like this for now. Yeah. So we can always go back and edit our shape a tiny bit, because I feel like it's a bit chunkier on the original one. So I'm just going to just edit this a tiny bit. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Well, better. Okay, so let's move it into place. Perfect. And now we go into the chat button, and I'm gonna add a bit more time to this, because it's because I'm talking, it's just going to be way more than I expected, you know, because originally I just like, you know, go and do the design and I don't talk, but because I explained, that's why that slows me down. That's okay, no worries. Okay, let's copy this paste style, and then let's add. Actually, we don't have to add to the shape. We can just basically add an anchor point, and then another anchor point, and we have to hold down on Alt key and press again on the anchor point, so we will make it sharp edged. Not because if I don't do that, let's say this one, you see, it's going to curve the shape there, but this one, for example, it will just be very sharp, right? Okay, let's add another point like that. Make sure it's aligned properly there. Yeah, be okay with that. And then go back to the rectangle tool and start removing part of this shape. Oops. Okay, like this. Let's go with 6, 7. Change my mind. 6. Okay. So once that's done, we press here on the path selection tool. Can zoom in, just make sure that my design is aligned to the pixel here. There we go. So you have to hover over the edge here, and then you can just basically Alt Command and then just drag it over a couple of pixels like this, and Alt and Command again and move it over like that. And we can select all of these and then just move it over into the middle. There we go. All right, so this is done. Let's move on to this section here, to the social section. Okay, let's do a circle. All right, and then do another one, but this time it's going to be more like an oval, like this. And then select the rectangle tool, hold down Alt key to cut out from the shape, and then just cut part of it out. There we go. So let's finalize this shape merge, then select both, merge them together. The head could be a tiny bit bigger, I think. or come down a tiny bit. No, let's see. We'll just go with this for now. So I'm gonna copy this over, or make a copy of this shape here. Oops. And let's see, move it over a tiny bit. It's not doing what I want it to do. Okay, let's change the size to, let's say, 80. Yeah, that's fine. And then, so what you can do here, again, you can go back to your ellipse tool and hold down Alt key and just cut away part of it. You know, I think that will do the trick. So there's a multiple way to do this, but yeah, I think just to save time, I'll just go with this. So this cuts away that part there, and then I finalize this shape and then merge with the other one, and there we go. This is done. We can paste the layer effect. There we go. So I have to make a save. Okay, let's go forward. So this section here is going to be the, let's say that, like the side menu. Okay. Okay, so okay, let's go with 70. All right. Okay, so here what we can do, we can just basically remove the fill, because it's almost see-through. It's not exactly see-through. Let's just change the color to black for now, and then change the fill to like what, like 10, 12. Let's go 15. All right. And also add a stroke. Inside, yes, white. Change to normal, and then let's see, 2, 3. There we go. Something like this should be fine. Okay, cool. And the next thing we're gonna do is just going to basically take the number of what we have here, make a copy of it, bring it down here to the side menu, and then just make like 2D. There we go. So if you want to place in the middle, you can just basically select the layer, select the ellipse tool, and then just place it in the middle like this. There we go. All right. Okay, this one's fine. Let's do another version. There we go. And another version. And another version, another copy. Okay, let's see. So that, okay. All right, let's just, okay. Let's do the second section here. Okay, let's call this to full or zoom. I'm just going to go zoom. There we go. Remove the text, and then let's make that shape quickly. It's just basically just a normal rectangle shape. Here we are. And remove the fill, add a stroke. Ooh, not a mask, a stroke. There we go. Just gonna color pick this. I'm thinking, yeah, could actually do two shapes and cut out the middle, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. I think at this point it's fine, you know. And maybe change the size. That should be fine. There we go. And then we can add these tiny little corners here, like this. There we go. Merge these shapes. make a copy of it and just flip it to the other side. Now we can merge them and color them like this. There we go. All right. So they do have a drop shadow. So I'm just gonna add that and call this zoom. There we go. There we go. Okay, moving on to the next design, next icon. Let's remove this. So just an ellipse, circle here, and then we're going to have a body made out of rectangle. I think this menu option is called pose. Okay. So like this. Okay, we can bring in a tiny bit of roundness here, and then you can select the pen tool and just drag this shape down here, and then remove the fill, add the stroke, this color here, and then 4, 6. Let's have 6, and then the caps is going to be this rounded one. Okay, let's go back and just change it a tiny bit. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. That can come down a tiny bit like that, and then the body can be the same color. There we go. We can place them in an actual folder and then just add a drop shadow what we had before. Ooh, body seems a bit too wide. That's okay. Something like that should be fine. Yeah, I think so. 1, 2. Like this. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but it'll do. Okay, let's go to the last one here, and that's going to be, actually I'm going to use the same, I want to keep consistency, so I'm going to use the same shape what I have here. This is called, I think it was just like a practice mode. Okay, all right. Yeah, we can take it from the zoom. This one here. There we go. And just do it like this, perfect. And then add these joystick elements. There we go. Merge them together. I'll change the color to this, and also just place it in the middle here. Go to ellipse tool, and I'm going to kind of match the height, so I'm gonna go and just drag it down here, and then another one just underneath here. Merge them together. Make a copy, turn or rotate, not turn, rotate it, there we go. Something like that. There we go. Okay, good. Yeah, it'll do. Again, put them in a folder, and I'm just going to call it icon with this as well. There we go. And just move the drop shadow to the whole folder. There we go. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna move this back to its position like that and save it and move on to the next section, which is basically here the properties. Okay. Okay, so first of all the name, Jinx. Alright, let me just copy layer stuff from here, paste, and then just let's see, like 48, not enough, 60, let's go with 60. Should be, it's a bit bigger, but yeah, I like it though. Okay, let's do another one, which is going to be the nickname. There we go, and then this one is let's go 34. Yeah, and it is a different color, so actually going to remove the gradient and then just kind of color pick this color, remove the stroke as well, and just move it up a bit. There we go. Okay, let's move on to the next section. Okay, so this is a different font. Let's try to find what is this font. Okay, so just select it and go to type, match font, and let's see if we can find something. Sometimes when it's too small, in that case it will just not come back with anything, but I do have the Source Sans Pro regular, which we could try, or we can use another one. I think just checking, and this one has got light regular font weight, this one regular. Okay, I'm gonna go and try this Source Sans. Let's try that, see how it looks. You know what, close enough. I'm gonna take this color and apply it here, change the size to let's say 30. I think even that is a bit too large, but yeah, 24, is that okay? Not too small? Yeah, that seems too small for me. Let's just go on. Yeah, it's either 26 or 28. Let's go 26, okay? Alright. 26, there we go. Settled. Move it down to its place, and then move it in folder. Okay, so once that's done, let's just add these bars here. So I mean, it's super simple. Just make sure. Okay, let's say 76. I'm just gonna make another one. I don't like that. Okay, 76 and 8. Again, let's just change the color to this, and then okay, let's just change the size to 1 pixel, color white, and then just go overlay, and then maybe I don't know, 20. Let's go with 30. Also add a drop shadow. There we go, should be fine. And then we'll just hold down the Alt key and just move it to the side and check the distance, let's say 6 pixels, and then do it again, 6 pixels, that's fine. Alright, and then just move it up to its position. Alright, so this is the damage. Let's move on, make a copy, and then call this to toughness. There we go. Change the name here as well. There we go. Perfect. So we'll do make another two. What's happening? I can just select both of them and move it down like this, right? And then change this to utility. There we go. And then the name as well here. Perfect. And then this one is difficulty. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So we'll need to change the color a bit here. Let me see. So yeah, okay, great. Let me just nick this color from here. There we go. And then change the first two. Here we are. There we go. And then this one, I'm just gonna use white and then change the opacity way down, like 30. Okay, so that should do it. I think utility. Ah, that's interesting. Okay, cool. So I just have to do the same with this white and then 30 opacity. Again, white and 30. There we go. Save. Great. So we got this part ready, and then the next one is going to be these perks. I'm gonna call it perks icons or buffs, I'm not sure. Great. So just to save time, I'm gonna basically cut these out because obviously these artworks are amazing and we're not even gonna attempt to recreate it. Oops. So the way you cut it, you can basically just Shift, Alt, Command, and then J. No, Shift, Alt, Command C, and then Shift, Alt, Command V. Wait a second. Oh, I have to be on the layer and then just Command J. Ah, that's great. Okay, cool. Let me just do the same. There's another shortcut as well we can do that, but I don't remember it now. Maybe I'm too nervous. Okay, let's go back to this layer, make a copy. Of course I'm nervous because I'm way out of time. 6:50. Oh, that's just not good. Anyway, we are close, so it's not too bad. Well, it could be much better. So we got all these icons and move them up here to the perks section, and then let's just style them. Okay, so okay, all right, let's start with the first one. And so my first thought was to add a stroke, but then I have to do an inner stroke to make it sharp. Otherwise, if I do outer stroke, it will be rounded. So at this case, I think it's better just to actually have a shape underneath my actual design there, my copied design there, and then just well, let's just add a gradient overlay and change these values. So the light one is going to be this, the dark one is this. Perfect. And then we can do drop shadow. Yeah, and then also a drop shadow I think would be fine for the artwork as well. Yeah, like that. Let's just change it a tiny bit, like move it down to like 2 pixels. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like this. I kind of like this. Yeah, good. So now we can just basically I'm just gonna put them in a folder, copy it over like that. Perfect. Okay, place them in the folder. Okay, and the last one. Here we are. No, don't merge them, just put them in a folder, Command G. Okay, so we have this ready, and then we go move down to this section here. Okay, these icons, just wondering, shall we recreate them or just kind of, how shall we do this? Yeah, I mean, let's just recreate it quickly. I don't know what are these. I know this is loadout. I don't know what's the other ones. Okay, I'm just gonna call it like icons. Cool. Let's start with the easiest one. So it's just I'm going to, okay, 74 good. Change it to black, let's say. Move it down to like 70. There we go. And then add a stroke. Yeah, but the stroke, okay, let's just change the settings here a little bit. So 3 pixel, let's use 3 pixel. But you see there's a gradient on it, so what I would do, I would just change the fill type to gradient and then just start, let's see if we can use the one we already made. Well, it's not perfect, let's just change it a tiny bit. Yeah, like that. And then the darker one here, just to this one here. There we go. All right, and there seems like a little bit of extra shadow going on there. So yeah, let's add another stroke, and this is going to be a colored one. Normal mode, black, and then just add like 4. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's not the same color. Let me just see how does it look like when we move to this area. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to match this color. Yeah, like that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we got that one. A stroke could be a tiny bit less strong. So we got that. Let's create the sword. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna eyeball it. So let's just go down. But what I like to do is just kind of do one side and then just um, copy it over the other side. In that case, so it just helps you to keep everything very identical. So it's not like one side is going to be a little bit off. Okay, so as you see, I got this ready, and then just copy it, make a copy of it, and then rotate it horizontally, select both, merge them, and then just merge the shapes like that. Do final adjustments, like for example, yeah, the handle can come in on both sides like that. And then paste layer style, not really, not really, not really. Okay, I'm gonna go and just check these colors like that. Okay, and then we go to the stroke and just bring it way down, something like that. Okay, it will do. And then for the rest of the design here, we could yeah, okay, let's see. I'm just gonna go and do like a rectangle tool, I mean shape, and that's my times up. Okay, so that was my time up, but we'll just carry on. I really want to finish this design, and yeah, I think we're making good progress. It's just basically that because I explained a lot of stuff, what I'm doing is just kind of like, you know, slow me down. So let's see what we would do here. I think I would just basically like have this shape, all right, and then keep the rectangle tool, and then just hold down the Alt key just to cut out the middle bit like that. Okay, so we are gonna have this stroke here, and then still holding to the rectangle tool, holding down the Alt key, we can cut out more parts of it, like this top bit here we can cut out, and then the bottom bit as well we can cut out like that. Yeah, perfect. And then from here we can just basically use the pen tool, select the corner and just move it up. Oops, that's not good. I need to finalize first. Okay, merge everything, good. And now select it, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's see, 7. No. Let's do it like this. Okay, cool. All right, and then bring this side in like that. Okay, this as well. Okay, all right. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a bit chunkier the original one, I think. Let me try to make it at least a pixel wider like this. Okay, that is fine, like that, like that. Yeah, okay, let's see the sword. Actually the bottom part I'm going to bring down like this. Yeah, and then maybe this section here as well, like that. Okay, so let's just work a bit more on this side and this side as well. Yeah, trying to match it, but just not working out. Okay, all right. It's not great. It will do for now. Okie dokie. Let's just move these in the middle here. Okay. And I'm just going to copy the effect with holding down Alt key and then just dragging up to the frame here to the side. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna call this 3. Okay, let's do this other shape here. There we go. So it's just basically just this rectangular shape, and then we can use the pen tool and just select the middle like that, and both this side can go up like that, yeah. And then this here, we could just add another shape to it like that. Okay, let's see, like this. And then with the pen tool again, we can just move it up like that. And then I'm just gonna try to match the size. Yeah, something like that. Okay, once that's done, just duplicate it and flip it over to the other side. There we go. Select everything and merge them, and then just copy this style, paste. There we go. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's do the last one. All right, this is a bit more complicated. So we go and, well, yeah, okay. Let's just kind of like use this guide here, and then just kind of like go like the same way. Oops, there we go. And then yeah, I'm just gonna use straight kind of lines. Okay, there we go. And then there's another one going on from here. Okay, once it's all merged together, we can make a copy and then just flip to the other side, and then we got something fairly similar. Oops, this side can come down a bit more. Oops. All right, all right, all right. Tiny bit to the side. There we go. Okay. Paste layer style, and then just move it here. It's way bigger, I think, but we're just going to make it a tiny bit smaller. I like that. Okay, cool. And then let's add the dividers. Yeah, I think 2 pixels is enough. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this section is ready, and then what we have got left is the side here. So I'm just gonna call this arrow. Okay, and we're gonna do the same design what we did on the top. So just rectangle tool, rotate it. There we go. And then I'm just going to hold down the Alt key just to make a copy of this, like that. Okay, and then select both of them, press P to go to pen tool, and then subtract. There we go. So once that's done, we can go back and delete even more from the shape. There we go. And then from here we can just basically go with some layer effects. Let me add a color overlay, which is going to be, let's say, this kind of dark color, but not fully, like, let's say, like 30%, like that. Not enough. Let's go with 75. There we go. And then we add a stroke, and this stroke again has got a gradient on it. So the top bit is lighter and the bottom bit is darker, like that. Size fine, blend mode normal, and then opacity 100. Okay, so yeah, it's probably a bit bigger than what we have here. Yeah, I can see now, but that's fine. We haven't finalized design, the shape, so we can just go to the type selection tool and just move in whatever we want to change on it. So this is fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, these sections here. Okay, let's just go back to the original design, and I'm gonna make a copy of this here. Command J. There we go. Let's put it in a folder which calls skins. There we go. Put in let's say just one. Okay, so once that's done, again, I'm just gonna have this kind of rectangular shape behind the design. There we go. And I'm going to remove the fill for now. Actually, we can just use a dark one like black, and then turn it all the way up. Add a stroke. Yeah, that should be fine, and add another stroke, which should be black color, and inside normal 2 pixel, fine. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use another of the same design, another version of the same design, and this call it 2. Let's go this 2. Move it under the first one, and so size-wise it's smaller. So if we go and change the size, let's say to, okay, yeah, 70%. So yeah, what I like to do when I change the size of a layer which already has got some layer effects on it, I go and scale down. Sorry, right click on this FX icon here, and then scale effect, and just scale it down the same 70%. Okay, so there's just something to bear in mind. Okay, I'm going to add a dark overlay on top of this. There we go, like that, and then colors here. Maybe we should just go with the original one, and then just change this to a lighter one. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so let's save it. Once that's done, let's do this icon here. It's just again rectangle tool, right? And going to just copy the style from here. Yeah, that doesn't work. That didn't work. Anyway, okay, let's just change this and see. Oh, I think, yeah, this is the problem here. The style. No, not this one. Yeah, it has got a color overlay there. That was the problem. That's why I was like, what is going on? Anyway, now it's fine. So we got that design here. We can select the pen tool with a P and then the middle section, and then just bring it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this. Yeah, I think this is fine. Maybe the top it come down like this. Okay, and then add another side to it. Actually, I'm going to just kind of like go like this. Like that. Make another copy and then just flip it to the other side. There we go, merge them. And I'm thinking we should just merge these. Can we do that? Yeah. Yeah. And then we can just finalize it. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Just adjust it a tiny bit. There we go. Seems like this goes out a bit like that. Yeah, something like this. Okay, and then once it's done, we can go back to our ellipse tool and just hold down. Sorry. Hold down Alt key just to remove section of it, just the middle part, like that. And also the bottom part. There we go, just like that. Yeah, there we go. We can also move these, like just selecting. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Actually, I liked it the way it was. Anyway, so this is the lock. And then we can move it into the middle here. Okay. Okay, all right, let's see where we are. We got these lines. Okay, that's good. Lock, we got the lock. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and we need to do another one. Right, okay. So let me just actually move this in place. Like that. And then I'll do another one just to this side. Yeah, move it under, and this is going to be, let's say, number 3. So that's fine. It's a tiny bit of difference here, not really sure why, but there is this kind of decor elements here which we're going to add in a second. Okay, let's see what's happening there. Okay, so Yeah, all right, okay, let's do that. Yeah, so this element we could just possibly just like use this um, let me just this line um, tool and just kind of, I always like to basically go back into the center and just kind of like count all the pixels I'm taking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's good. So let's do the same with here. That's 8. Okay, and then change the fill to 0 and the color. Well, yeah, we're gonna recolor it anyway, so it's not very relevant. How many pixels is that for? Okay, change the direction to, okay, that's good. Just wondering if that's going to work. Because of the angle, it just comes with this very funny shape. So I'm not that sure if that is the best way to do it. Actually, I don't think that's the best way to do it. But it's good to see. Now it just gave me a little bit of guide how to recreate it, you know. So in a way it works. There we go. Yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna remove this. Okay. Let's copy the layer style and then add the layer style here. Paste it in there. I don't think that works though. Okay. Yeah, let's do it like that. It's a bit darker, but I think it should be fine. Okay, and then we'll do this triangle. Okay, let's just remove the fill, add some stroke. There we go. Gradient is fine, I think. Let's see. I think 2 pixels is gonna be too much. Anyway, I'm just going to add another anchor point here and then remove the ones from the corner. Oops, there we go. Okay, alright, let's add a coral overlay, so that's good. Okay, I'm just gonna check the size. It's about there, isn't it? Yeah, well, let's change it a tiny bit. Okay. So the gem in the middle, I'm just gonna create a base, still the color, and then just add this shadow here. So in a way you can just maybe duplicate it and then take that color and then basically just remove the parts you don't need. Like for example, you can just move it in the middle here like that, and then do it again, you know, like this. Yeah, like that. And obviously you can play with this, because like if for example we'll just remove the fill from here and then just apply a gradient overlay and just, you know, just play with the colors, like one side a bit darker and then the other side a bit lighter, like that, then you know you'll achieve some different look. There we go. Okay, and then same with the other one. Remove the fill, copy the gradient overlay, just play around with the angle until you find something nice. Yeah, and then the base one you can do the same, so just kind of like add that color overlay and then just play with it. Like this, maybe. You can also move it around. So just have a tiny bit, but like not too much, you know. Something like that. Okay, so now that's done. Let's just move it to its place. I'm just gonna call this decor. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Put it on top. Actually, I should keep it in here because that already has got an overlay. And this one could use a drop shadow, just something subtle. Let's say like 25, yeah, like this. And now we can group them together and just call it 3. There we go. So that's done, and the only thing left is this side here, but we can just basically duplicate the arrow we already made. I think I just forgot to do that. That's okay. So yeah, there we go. All right. And I think this is it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to basically copy over to my other artboard. Does it work if I just move it over like this? Just select everything and then just move it over. I think it works. Or maybe it doesn't. No, I don't think it works. Anyway, I think if you just, can you copy it? Like duplicate to artboard, yeah? We can duplicate it to an artboard and then it place it into its place. Perfect. There we go. And then we can just remove this because that was the reference anyway. And here we are, recreated the design. It took me way longer than I expected, and I think it's because like I was explaining a lot, which is fine. I just didn't think that it will take that long. Let me know, guys, if you like this video, and we can do another menu option for the same game, the League of Legends Wild Rift, or we can pick another game. And as I said, these are just like practice projects I'm doing, and I really admire this UI here, and I just love recreating it. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.